Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RGL 518 here on a kind of a nice, on a beautiful morning down here in Florida. Temperatures are pretty much in the mid 50s down here in Florida. It is good to see you here. I hope everyone had a happy holidays the last 2 days, as I took a couple of days off from myself to give the voice a little bit of a rest. And now we're back. So it's time to get back to some more exciting baseball action. Welcome to another edition of Inside Pitch Seasons. Today's date is October 17th, 1989. I was in New York on this date, and I was about to watch Game 3 of the World Series between the Athletics and the Giants. And I was actually watching this on TV when all of a sudden they lost signal. They lost signal. They lost everything, and it went to a technical difficulties kind of screen. And that's when we found out there was an earthquake. So this is the date. Now, even though this game was postponed, and this game was moved to the actual date was the 27th, 10 days later. But I'm going to play the game as if the earthquake never happened. So this is the earthquake game. I was able to get the lineups for that game, which was not easy to find. And the pitchers were different. Now, of course, in Game 3 of the World Series, it actually had Dave Stewart. He was the starting pitcher for Oakland. And San Francisco was going to go with I'm trying to remember. I think they were going to go with Garrelts. They were going to go with Garrelts again. But in this game, on the actual third game, it was going to be Bob Welch versus Don Robinson, and that's the game. That's what the pitchers were going to use. So we're going to play a hypothetical Game 3 in a way, in case the earthquake never happened. This earthquake was felt across the entire Bay Area. So whether this game was played in Candlestick Park or at Oakland Coliseum, they would have felt this. So it wouldn't have mattered where this game was played. They would have felt it at either stadium. It just happened to be at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. And it was pretty much a horrible time, and baseball took kind of like a back seat to it. But today we're going to play World Series Game 3 without the earthquake, and we're going to see how it's going to work out. There are a little difference there in chart. Updated my chart a little bit. We might do a few things here differently here for Inside Pitch, and hopefully we have a good game today. So again, welcome back, everyone. Again, I hope you had a happy holiday. And we're going to play the earthquake game on the 17th of October, 1989. Starting pitcher for the 1989 San Francisco Giants for that game originally was Don Robinson. He was 12-11 with a 3.43 ERA. And we are all set and ready to go. Let's play the earthquake game without the shakes. Leading off for the Oakland Athletics will be the left fielder, Rickey Henderson. As we are all set and ready to go, let's play some baseball. It's time to get back to baseball. And it starts with a Sewer dice. We'll re-roll. Robinson with the pitch. 1-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 12 is too high. And there's already my earthquake because there's the earthquake right then and there. Of course, I hit the tower and it messes everything up. Henderson will swing 5-1. It's a fly out to right. And that is out number 1. And that will bring up third baseman Carney Lansford. Pitch from Robinson, 3-3, strikeout chance, 15 too high. Lansford will swing 3-1. He grounds out to third. Of course, at this time this game was played, the Athletics were already dominating the Giants. They were leading. They had a 2-0 lead going into this game. Here is the right fielder, Jose Canseco. Robinson with the pitch, 5-1. That's at the park. No shakes from Candlestick today. Candlestick Park, 5-1, and that is a rare play. So we start out with a rare play off the park. So let's see what happens in this game. With the bases empty, the rare play chart says a 5-2. It's a slow roller to the first baseman who possibly bobbles, then possibly throws wild to first. So resolved by rolling against the first baseman error rate for the bobble and then for the throw. So it is hit to Will Clark. His error rating is a 4, and obviously he's going to throw it to the pitcher who's covering. So 1-4 for the bobble. He does not make it. Now 1-4 for the throw, and he does not make the error. So that's a good play, and he gets it over to the pitcher Robinson, and the inning will end there. So nothing. Bears Den 007 joins us here at Candlestick Park. Welcome, sir. Hope you had a happy holiday, my friend. So we go to the bottom of the first, no score. Starting pitcher for the 1989 Oakland Athletics originally for that game was Bob Welch, 17-8, 3.00 ERA. Oakland had a pretty damn good pitching staff, one of the reasons why they did win the World Series in '89. This is, I don't know if you caught my introduction there, Bears Den. This is the earthquake game if the earthquake never happened. That's why we got Bob Welch and Don Robinson pitching for the teams instead of Dave Stewart and Goreltz. Leading off for the Giants in the bottom of the first, center fielder Brett Butler. Welch with the pitch, 4-2. That's an error possibility. Butler will swing 4-6. That's a single. Infield single hit to second base. That is Phillips. His error rating is a 4. And that was a 9. And I think I picked it up to. I think it was a 19. I'm going to say he made the play and throws the. Well, it's a single. It's not an error, so it's a base hit. Here I am. Haven't played in a couple of days. I've already forgot how to play the game. That's just bad. Brett Butler with a base hit. He goes to first. And the next batter will be second baseman Robbie Thompson. Infield is halfway. This is a newer chart that I created. This is because the infielders can each be positioned differently. I might use this in terms of certain infielders. So pretty much, this is for all of them at one time, and this is, of course, in case I want to position a certain infielder back or halfway or in. You can do that in this game. Not many people do, but kind of like an advanced version to play. Infield was automatically halfway. Strat roll says a 3. Butler's got a very good chance to steal. 13 plus 1 is a 14. The catcher is Steinbach. 1-13 chance for Butler to steal. Why not? And he's thrown out at second base. Oh, what a play by Steinbach. He eliminates Butler at second base. A 20 is an automatic out. Great play by Steinbach. Now Thompson has to bat with nobody on base. Welch with the pitch, 6-6. That's at the park. Candlestick Park says 3-6. That's a star 1. That's going to be a ground out to second. And that's out number 2. Here's the first baseman, Will Clark. Bob Welch with the pitch, 1-2 against the lefty. That's a walk plus 10, and that will walk Clark. Clark will trot down to first. Move this over a little bit. Give me a little bit more room. Here we go. Clark goes to first, and now the batter will be Kevin Mitchell. He was in left field for this game. Anything on Strat? Strat says a 13, no play. Brett Butler from Libertyville, Illinois. You got that right there, Bears Den. Welch with the pitch, 3-1, strikeout chance, 17 too high. Candlestick Park only subtracts 1 from walks. 3-4 for Mitchell, and against a righty, that is going to be a fly out to left. And the inning will end there. No runs and a hit for the Giants. At the end of one, we've got no score. We go to the top of the second. Don Robinson will be pitching to first baseman Mark McGwire. McGwire hit 33 home runs that year. Pitch from Robinson, 2-6 against a righty. Strikeout chance 4 gets him. And that is strikeout number 1 for Robinson. He had 96 of them in 85. Here is Dave Henderson. He's at center field for this game. Robinson, 5-6. That's an error on a grounder. Rob Henderson will swing 4-1, and against a right-hander that is a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Thompson. Error rating is a 3. That's a 7. Thompson's got it. He'll throw to first to get the out. And that is out number 2. Here is the catcher, Terry Steinbach. Gets a few boos from the Candlestick crowd for throwing out Butler. Robinson with the pitch, 1-4. That's an error chance. Steinbach will go ahead and swing. 3-4. That's a single to short. The ball is hit to Williams. His error rating's a 7. That's a 2. It's going to be an infield single, and he's going to throw the ball away, and that's going to be an extra base for Steinbach. Steinbach will wind up on second on a single and an error. A single and an E6. Steinbach at second. That's the first error on the Giants. Not a good play there by Williams, who makes a bad chance and now puts a runner in scoring position for Tony Phillips. Phillips is at second base for this game. Infield will be normal. 2 outs. Still rolling a strat. ID Jester says... ID Jester joins us here at Candlestick Park. A great honor to have you here, ID Jester. Nothing on a strat. Robinson will pitch. And that is a 2-3, and that is a blank. Phillips gets to swing 5-3, and that's going to be a base hit past first base. That should maybe bring Steinbach. That's a single 3. Steinbach's base running rating is a 2, +1 is a 3. And to get from second to home, oh, no, not quite. So S3 is a 4. Is a 4 in order to get to home on a single 3. So Steinbach actually has to hold at third. So Phillips does not bring Steinbach in. But it is a base hit. And a chance now for the shortstop, Walt Weiss, with runners at the corners. Infield is still normal. Rolling a strat. See if we got. That's a 12, no play. Pitch from Robinson, 6-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 13 is too high. Weiss gets to swing 4-6. That's going to, 4-6. That's going to be a ball hit. That's going to be a ball hit to left field. And against the righty, anything higher than a 4 is good. That's a 13. And Weiss is going to smack that one into left field. And that is going to be a double for Walt Weiss. So the error does hurt him. So Steinbach will come in to score. It's a double. Tony Phillips' base running rating is a 4. To get from first to home, -1 is a 3. +1 from the 2 outs is a 4. The ball is hit to left field. Mitchell has no rating. So a 1-4, Phillips will score. On the black die, it is a 3, and he does. So Phillips comes around to score. Weiss is on at second. It's 2-0 Athletics. How about that? Walt Weiss gets a big 2 RBI double. As Candlestick Park gives out a bit of a groan. Ugh. That will bring up the pitcher, Bob Welch. In the 1989 set, Chris Davis actually did create a pitcher's card for the Oakland A's, even though, of course, they did not play any. They didn't have any there, but I guess maybe he used it maybe he's using it for the World Series. One of the only sets he did this for. So we're going to use that pitcher card. And so Bob Welch will go up against Robinson. Infield is still normal. And that is a 14. There will be no play. Robinson will pitch. 6-2. That is a blank. Can Welch come through with a hit? That is a 5-2. And that's going to be a fly out to left. And that will end the inning. 2 runs for the A's on 3 hits and an error. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0. Do I have any seasons of APA? No, I did not purchase any APA seasons. I'll be brutally honest with you. After playing, I'll be brutally honest with you. I'll be honest with you there, ID Jester. I really did not like the APA system. After trying it out, and I played a few practice games that I streamed and a couple on my own, I just felt it's just lacking in so much depth. There's just nothing I could do with it. And I did, however, play the Master Edition. And I tried utilizing the Master Edition, created a special chart for the Master Edition, besides the Merino boards and that kind of thing. And I just found out that the APA system is just lacking in depth. And I watched the game and I played it and I said, you know what? If you're trying to tell me a grade a grade A pitcher such as Max Scherzer is as good as a grade A pitcher of Sandy Koufax, I got a real problem with that. It was very difficult to get into a game where pitching is absolutely abstracted. You can abstract base running. You can even abstract fielding fielding if you want. You cannot abstract pitching or batting. That you just can't. That's my opinion, though. I know Appa Brian swears by it, and I love the way he does it, but I just realized it just wasn't for me, so I didn't purchase any seasons. I have something else coming in, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. I was hoping it would have arrived before Christmas, but it didn't. No big deal. It could be here today or Monday. I will do an unboxing for it. In the meantime, I'm still in love with my inside pitch and payoff pitch. Bottom of the second, Ken Oberkfell leads off for the Giants. He is in what is it? Here? He's in third base. Not sure. I think I gave the Giants an extra out. I don't know. Bob Welch will pitch, and that is going to be a 1-4. That's a blank. Oberkfell gets the swing, and that is a 6-3, and that's going to be a fly out to right. And that's out number one. Next up is Matt Williams. Pitch from Welch. 2-4. That's a range play. Williams gets the swing. That's a 5-5. That's a single into center field. The ball is hit to Henderson. His range is a 5. He will make that play. He turns that single into an out. That's 2 outs. So that just becomes a fly out to center field. A's were a very good fielding team in 1989. Here is the catcher, Terry Kennedy. Welch with the pitch, 1-1. That's a strikeout chance. The 4 gets Kennedy, and that will end the inning. So nothing there for the Giants. At the end of 2-0 in favor of the green and gold. One of the reasons why I like the A's is because of their colors. I love green and gold. Well, I don't know. Bears Den, I'm not sure. Could be not. And I haven't looked at Status Pro Advanced yet. I have to take a look at that one too there, ID Jester. I may just have to. We go to the top of the third. Here is Ricky Henderson, Rick the Quick. Robinson with the pitch. 1-5. That's a strikeout chance. Ricky does not. Ricky will take a swing. 2-5, and he flies out to center. Second time Henderson has flown out. The one thing I love about payoff pitch and inside pitch, the results are on the cards. That's another thing about it I didn't like about Apple. You had to have the chart book. Robinson will pitch to Lansford. And, of course, an inside pitch, every card is different. Another thing I like about inside pitch. Yeah, I understood what Dave at Baseball Demos was talking about when it comes to split ratings. He's 100% right on Al Bunbury. I took a look at that myself. He did a game with the Bird yesterday. You might want to check it out. 5-5 on Robinson. That's an error on a throw. Lansford will swing 4-2. That's a single. That's a single pass short. There will not be a throwing error, and that's going to be Lansford will get the first, unless there is a throwing error. Let me see. That's a 14. It's an error on a throw. Actually, could be. The ball was hit to Weiss. No, the ball was hit to Williams. Their rating is a 7. That's a 14. So no, there's no error. So it's just a base hit. I'm not paying attention. Got to pay attention. Here is Jose Canseco. Lansford on it first. Infield's going to go halfway. Let's see if there's anything on a Strat. Strat says a 5. Lansford could steal 14. And Kennedy's a -1, a 13. Lansford's going to try it. And he's thrown out at second base. Oh, Terry Steinbach guns out Butler, and Terry Kennedy throws out Lansford. Lansford is out at second. Oh, stolen another throw out. So both catchers pretty much do it there. Oh. There are now 2 outs with Canseco at the plate. Oh, Terry Kennedy says, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Pitch from Robinson. That's a strikeout chance. and Canseco will give up the whiff, and that will end the inning. So no runs and a hit for the A's in this earthquake game. Still 2-0 in favor of Oakland. We go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Giants is Pat Sheridan. He is in right field for this game. Pitch from Welch, 4-5, and that is an error on a throw. Sheridan will swing. That's a 1-5. Close enough for me. 1-5, that's a fly ball to left, and there won't be an error there. So that's out number one, as Bob Welch is pitching very well so far. Here's the pitcher, Don Robinson. He batted 185 as a pitcher in 85 and 89. 3-6 from Welch. That's a strikeout chance. That 16 will get him. He strikes out Robinson. That is strikeout number 2 for Welch. He had 137 of them in 89. Back to the order. Here's Brett Butler. 2 outs. Pitch from Welch. 3-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Butler will get to swing. And that is a 6-2, and it's a single past third base. That'll be a base hit. Butler will get to first. That's Butler's second hit of the game. Here's Robbie Thompson with 2 outs. Infield will stay normal. Stratroll says a 17. Thompson is not going to bunt with 2 outs, so Welch will swing. Will pitch. 3-6. That's a strikeout chance. The 19 is too high. Thompson will swing 1-3, and Thompson smacks a double into left field. Brett Butler's base running rating is a 5, becomes a 6 automatically with 2 outs. The left fielder is Ricky Henderson. He has no adjustment. So on a 6, Butler will automatically score from first. Thompson goes to second. It's now 2-1. On an RBI double by Thompson. Actually, it's a double to the left, right? It's actually -1. I forgot to put that in there, did I? And he still makes it. I forgot it. I forgot the fielding rating. No, the fielding position. No problem. He still made it with a 5. Thompson on its second now. Here is Will Clark. Still 2 outs. But now 2-1. And the 13 says no play. Welch will pitch. 1-3. Range play at the park. Candlestick Park says 6-6. That's a star 6. It's a fly ball to right. This one is hit to Canseco. His range is a 3. He can't make it. It's going to drop. Is it going to be a single or a double? That's going to be a single. So it's a single to right field. Thompson's base running rating is a 5. A single to right, you add 1 plus 6. What 2 outs is 7. Canseco has no arm, so a 7 or more. Thompson will score from second base. Clark has himself a base hit, and we are tied as the Giants have come right back. Stadium cheers. Yay! We are now tied at 2 as Clark gets a big RBI single there. Here is Kevin Mitchell. Kevin Mitchell was a beast. 47 home runs in 1989. He was a beast. 2 outs. Score is now tied, and we got an 11 for a strat roll, so no play. Welch will pitch. 4-2. That's a possible error. Mitchell will swing. 6-2. That's a star 3. It's a ground ball to third. It's hit to Lansford. His error rating is a 9. That's a 5. That's going to be an error. And it's a grounder. It's just a 1 base error. So Clark will go to second, and Mitchell goes to first. That is an error on Lansford. So that is an E5, and that is the first error on the A's. And the batter now is Ken Oberkfell. So suddenly Oakland not playing too well at this juncture. Still 2 outs. Anyone know selling APA cards from 1990, 2020? I think they're all over eBay. I thought ID Jester. I thought they were. I know some people are selling those sets. I thought eBay might be selling them. That's another reason about Appa. Too expensive. 12. And let's see. Strat roll is a 12. That's going to be no play. So Welch will pitch to Oberkfell. Infield is still normal. Still playing back. Welch's pitch 4-1. Error on a grounder. Oberkfell swings 4-3, and that's a single into at the shortstop. That's going to be a base hit. The ball is hit to Weiss. His error rating's a 12. That's a 17, so there's not going to be an error. So now we just do the regular runner advancement. Single to short. Clark with a base running rating of 4. He will score from second easily. He does score from second. Mitchell's base running rating is a 2, and he will not make third. Even with 2 outs, it becomes a 3, but it still will not make third. Needs to be at least a 5. So Oberkfell gets a big RBI base hit, and the Giants have taken a 3-2 lead here at the stick. Oh, that error hurts. Third run in for the Giants. Ken Oberkfell gets a big base hit. And now here is Williams. Still 2 outs. All of these hits and runs have occurred with 2 outs. Michael Peterson joins us here at Candlestick Park. Yeah, it's only 9,000 for all the seasons. I know. As I said, it would cost me if I wanted to go the Appa route, which I'm not going to. Plus, their cards are kind of meh. I mean, I'm going to keep the set I got. I mean, all I got was just the basic cards. I wasn't just, like I said, it just wasn't in depth for me. Mitchell on at second. Oberkfell at first. Williams now the batter. 2 outs, now 3-2 in favor of the G-men. Strat roll says a 17, no play. Welch will pitch 4-1. Another error on a grounder possibility. Williams will swing 4-3, and that's going to be a line drive right to third, and that will end the inning finally. As the Giants set up 8 men to the plate. 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. At the end of 3, Giants now lead the game 3-2. As we are playing the earthquake game. Utilizing the lineups that would have been played for that game instead of game 3 after the earthquake. Timeout on the field. We go to the top of the 4th inning here at Candlestick Park. 3-2 now, Giants. Don Robinson now has the lead. Let's see if the A's can get back. Here is Mark McGwire. Robinson will pitch, and that is a 1-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 18, of course, is too high. 3-5 for McGwire, and that's going to be a ground out to short. That's the first out. And here is Dave Henderson. Robinson's pitch, 3-6. That's a home. That is a straight home run check off of Robinson's card. But against a righty, Henderson is a 10. That's a 19. Henderson does not smack it out. A little surprised. He had 15 home runs that year. But Henderson does get to swing a 2-5, and he smashes a hard ball right to third, and Oberkfell will glove it. And that's out number 2. And here's Terry Steinbach. Pitch coming from Robinson, 5-1. That's at the park. Candlestick Park says 3-4, and that's going to be a ground out to third, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. A very nice job done by Robinson, as he doesn't give any runs back. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 3-2 in favor of the G-Men. I've heard a few things about that Hardball Wars game. Actually looks pretty interesting. And I'll tell you something, ID Jester, all that stuff you got yesterday, the Eon Flux and the Eldritch Horror and all that stuff, and the Thunderstone, Quest, the Thunderstone Quest look pretty darn good. I think you can have a lot of fun with those games. Eldritch Horror, I have all the expansions. I have everything from the base game to Masks of Nyarlathotep. I am trying to move my Arkham Horror card game. I have pretty much almost all of it, but I can't really get all. I really can't get into it. But I'm keeping Eldritch Horror. I love the board game, but Arkham Horror I'm trying to move. Let's see. We're in the bottom of the fourth. I guess it would help if I put a batter out there, wouldn't it? Here's Pat Sheridan leading off for the Giants. He is it Sheridan? I'm sorry, not Sheridan. I'm sorry, that's Kennedy. Terry Kennedy leads off for the Giants. Haven't played in the last couple of days, so I guess I forgot all the rules. Here's a pitch from Welch. That's a 6-3, and against the lefty, that's an automatic out, and that's going to be a fly out to right. And that's out number 1. Now Sheridan will bat. Now, as far as the Lord of the Rings set you've got, you're going to have so much fun with that. That I hear a lot of people say Lord of the Rings is better. Pitch from Welch, 6-2. That is a automatic out, and Sheridan is going to be a star 2. That'll be a ground out to short. Don't get me wrong. I like Arkham Horror, the card game. I do. I really do like it. It's just really, really tough. Really, really tough. Even playing on easy level, it's tough. Welch will pitch to Robinson, and that's a 5-4. That's a strikeout chance, and Robinson, of course, will go down. He strikes out. Third strikeout for Welch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Giants. But they lead 3-2 at the end of 4. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Here is Tony Phillips. Phillips singled his last time up. Robinson with the pitch, 4-5. That's a range play. Phillips will go ahead and swing, 2-1, star 5. That's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Williams. His range is a 3. The infield is normal. Williams can't get it, and that's going to be a base hit. So a grounder to short becomes a single to short, and Phillips is on first. Oh, tough play for Williams. Second hit of the game for Phillips. He's on first. And that will bring up Walt Weiss. Infield halfway automatically. Strat roll says a 10. There's not going to be a play. So Robinson will pitch. And that is a 1-3. That's a blank. Weiss gets the swing. 6-3. That's a pop out to first base. Ouch. That's out number 1. Here is the pitcher, Bob Welch. And let's see what Strat says. Strat roll says a 13. Bunt ratings of 4. Yes, they're going to do a sacrifice. So Welch is going to try to get Phillips over to second. And in this case, with the pitcher in, I'm going to go ahead and instead of infield halfway, we're going to position the second baseman and the shortstop halfway, and first and third infield in. This is what you can do here with this. So the first thing we do is we roll a regular, and that is a 4-1. That's a blank. Now we roll for the bunt attempt. First is where the bunt's going to. The bunt is going to the first baseman. He is in. So the bunt rating for Welch goes down. So that's going to be a 3. That's an 11, and he still will make a good, successful sacrifice bunt. Phillips will get over to second. The throw goes to Robinson covering, and that is out number 2. This is what I created now to get the infield a little bit more, to be a little bit more strategy for infield play. I thought it'd be a nice touch for inside pitch, since you can have every infielder at a certain position. 2 outs now. Infield goes back to normal. And we'll bring up Ricky Henderson with the tying run at second. That is an SH3. Henderson's 0 for 2. Rolling a strat. That is an 18. Henderson, no play. Robinson will pitch 6-1. That's a blank. And that's Sewer Dice. I'll re-roll. Henderson will swing. That's a 5-4. And it's going to be a base hit into center field. Single for Henderson. Phillips's base running ratings of 4, plus 1 for 2 outs is 5. The ball is hit to Butler. He has no error. He has no range. And a single to center is plus 2 to get, which makes it a 7. So Phillips is going to score without a throw. Henderson gets to first, and we are tied at 3. First hit of the game for Rick the Quick. We're tied at 3 here in the top of the 5th inning. Still 2 outs. Here is Lansford. Infield is normal. Strat roll says a 16. There'll be no play. Robinson will swing 2-4. Double question mark. Lansford against a run. 1-2 is an automatic out. That's a 9. It's too high. Lansford will swing 1-5. It's a star 6. That's a fly out to center, and that will end the inning. A's get a run back. 1 run on 2 hits and a sacrifice. Halfway through the game, tied at 3. Tim Pepper joins us here at Candlestick Park. We are now halfway through the game. Let me tell you what's coming up. Tonight, I have the Payoff Pitch 1985 All-Star Game at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. The National League taking on the American League. Starting pitchers for that game I am going by the actual rosters that were used for that one. It's Lamar Hoyt versus Lamar Hoyt taking on Jack Morris at the All-Star Game. Tomorrow on Inside Pitch Seasons, we move on to 1992. I have decided to play the first game ever at Camden Yards. We're going to feature the Orioles for the next few games, actually, as a matter of fact, because we're going to feature for the 1992 Inside Pitch All-Star seasons. I'm going to do the first game between the Orioles at Camden Yards. They face the Cleveland Indians in that game. And then 1995 Inside Pitch seasons, we're going to stay with Baltimore. We're going to play Cal Ripken's 21-31. So that's the next 2 Inside Pitch Seasons games, I can tell you, as we move further and further in the year of Inside Pitch. Meanwhile, bottom of the 5th inning, Bob Welch will be pitching, and he'll go up against Brett Butler. We are tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Welch with the pitch, 6-1. That's a walk chance. That 20 is going to be too high. Butler has a 10, plus 10 is a 20, but Candlestick Park subtracts 1. That makes it a 19, and Butler does not get the walk. But he does get to swing 1-4. It's a ball hit to right field, and that is a 16, and against a righty, that is just going to be a fly out to right, as it is over, as 13 is as high as it can go, and that's 1 out. Here's Robbie Thompson. Pitch from Welch. That's a 2-1. He's a blank. He's not tired. Thompson will swing 6-2. That's a fly out to right. 2 men down. And here is Will Clark. Welch will swing. Will pitch, actually. 3-4. Against the lefty, that's a blank. Clark gets to swing 5-3, and that's a base hit into left field. That's a single. Clark has his second hit of the game. 2-out single for Clark. And now a chance for the big man, Kevin Mitchell. Another guy I like to label as beast mode after Pedro Guerrero from the days of the 80s. 2 outs. Infield is normal. Strat roll says no play. Welch will pitch. That's a 4-3. That's a blank. Mitchell could get a hold of one. That's a 5-1, and he does, but he hits it hard, but right at second, and that's going to be out number 3, as that's hit at Phillips, and he puts it away. No runs and a hit for the Giants, still tied at 3 here in the earthquake game of the 1989 World Series. Top of the 6th. Jose Canseco will come up and kick a swing. Canseco's 0 for 2. Pitch from Robinson, 2-3 as a blank. Canseco gets the swing, 6-3 against a right-hander. That is a fly out to right. And that's out number 1. Here's Mark McGwire. McGuire's 0 for 2. Robinson pitching 5-2, and that is a blank. McGwire will swing 1-4. That's a ground ball to second base, and that'll be taken care of by Thompson for the second out. Dave Henderson, the batter. Don Robinson, 18, 19, 20, 22. This will probably be Don Robinson's last inning. He is due to be tired after the end of the next couple of batters. Welch has at least a few more batters left in him. So let's see what Robinson does here. Pitch from Robinson, 3-3. That's a strikeout chance. The 19 is too high. Henderson will swing 6-6, and he pops out to short. And a 1-2-3 inning for the A's. In this key Game 3 of the 1989 World Series, the earthquake game. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Let me ask you a question. Were any of you guys watching the World Series when that happened? Because I was. I was in New York getting ready to get into the Navy in 1989. And I was in the course that I have in October. I was reporting for boot camp 4 weeks from that date, actually, near the end of November. But did anybody watch that game? Watch that game when the earthquake occurred? Because I was watching it, and I couldn't believe it. And they would have felt that earthquake at Oakland Coliseum as well. It wouldn't have mattered where the game was played at. They would have felt it there too. Don't know if it would have done any damage. Candlestick Park did get a little damage got some damage from the earthquake. They couldn't play the game for 10 days later. Here's Ken Oberkfell. He's 1 for 2. Welch with the pitch, 6-4. That's a home run with a question mark. Oberkfell's a lefty. A 1-5. That's a 7. It's going to be a blank. Oberkfell swings, though, 4-4, and that's an automatic out. It's going to be a ground out to second. Here is Matt Williams rooting for the A's because the Giants beat the Cubs in the NLCS. Pitch from Welch, 6-5. That's a strikeout chance. That 15 is good. Matt Williams goes down on it. And that is strikeout number 4 for Welch. 2 outs. Here's Terry Kennedy. Kennedy 0 for 2. Welch with the pitch. 6-6. That's at the park. Candlestick Park, 2-2. That's going to be a ground out to second base. And a 1-2-3 inning for Welch. At the end of 6, we're still tied at 3. Got a good game here. Not too bad. Got a good game here. In the actual Game 3, it was Dave Stewart versus Goreltz, and the A's pummeled the Giants 13-7. So we're actually using the pitchers that were going to be used for Game 3 if the earthquake never happened. Top of the 7th inning, Don Robinson will be tired after Terry Steinbach. We'll see how long he can go. He's due to bat second in the bottom of the seventh, so we'll see if the Giants can keep him out there. Pitch from Robinson, 3-2, strikeout chance 14 too high. Steinbach, 4-3. That's a star six to fly out to center. Next up is Phillips. Phillips is 2 for 2, 2 singles, and he scored twice. Robinson with the pitch. That's Suadice. I'll re-roll. 1-5. Robinson, strikeout chance 22 high. Phillips will swing 2-6. That's a star 3, and it's a lazy fly ball to right. Put away there by Sheridan. And here's Weiss. Robinson with the pitch. 4-2 is a blank. Swing from Weiss, 3-1. That's a base hit past the shortstop, and he will get to first base. Second hit of the game for Weiss. He had a double in the second inning, and Weiss is on. Bob Welch is due to bat, and they're going to take him out, so they're going to go to a pinch hitter here. And coming on to pinch hit will be Dave Parker. Parker has 553 at bats. It's good enough for me. He was the DH for Oakland, but remember we're in the National League ballpark, so the designated hitter is not. The pitchers are batting here. 2 outs. Weiss is on at first. The infield will stay normal. Strat roll says a 10. There's not going to be a play. Robinson will pitch 4-3. That's a range play at the park. Candlestick Park 3-4. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is at the Oberkfell. His range is a 3. And he can't make it. That's going to be a base hit. Is it going to be a single or a double? That's going to be a big-time double by Parker. So the ground ball to third becomes a double to left. So let's see what happens. Weiss, base running rating 3 with 2 outs is a 4. In order to get to home on a double to left -1 is a 3. And the left fielder is Mitchell. He has no rating. On Walt Weiss, on the black die, a 1-3, he scores. He does not. He holds it third. And Parker holds it second. That is a double, but it doesn't get the run in. And now here's Ricky Henderson, who has a single and got a base in there, has an RBI singles last time up. And now with runners at second and third, do you see they'll let Robinson pitch here. Robinson is tired. He is tired. Runners at second and third. That's going to be it for Robinson. He's going to come out. The Giants are going to go to the pen. So let's see who they want to bring in here against Henderson. Pretty sure they'll bring in a right-hander. And coming on to pitch for the Giants will be Mike Lacoste. 10-10, 6 saves, a 3.17 ERA. Lacoste will come into pitch, as the Giants do not want to go to Bedrosian or anything like that, because Lacoste is due to bat second. Mike Lacoste will go up against Henderson. 2 outs. 2 outs, and they're going to go keep the infield normal. So let's see what happens here. First, I'll roll for a Strat. Strat says a 19, no play. So Lacoste will pitch. That's a 6-3. That is a hit by pitch. Lacoste and that's going to be a hit by pitch. Lacoste adds 10. Henderson's a 13. That's an 8, and he plunked Henderson. Ouch. Henderson gets on a hit by pitch, and now the bases are loaded for Carney Lansford. Still only 2 outs, but bases loaded now. Infield is normal. Strat roll says an 11, no play. Lacoste now hits Henderson, so now he's got the bases loaded. Let's see what he does here. Lacoste with the pitch. 3-6, strikeout chance. 12 is too high. Lansford gets the swing. 3-2. It's a star 5. It's going to be a ground out to short, and the Giants get out of the inning. No runs, 2 hits, a hit batter. 7th inning stretch, still tied at 3 here at the stick. The leadoff batter for the Giants is Pat Sheridan. You got at least a couple of lefties coming up. Let's see who Oakland wants to bring out to pitch. And they're going to go with Rick Honeycutt. 2-2, 12 saves, 2.35 ERA. Honeycutt will pitch to Sheridan. Sheridan batted .221. He'll stay out there. It's still a tied game here, bottom of the 7th. Pitch from Honeycutt. 6-6. That's a home run, question mark. Sheridan is a lefty, 1-9. That's an 8. It passes. Sheridan against the lefty is a 9. So it clears. So a 1-9. This ball is out of here, and it is gone. Pat Sheridan takes it high, takes it deep, and takes it out of here. Pat Sheridan, home run for the Giants. Stadium cheers. Yay! Pat Sheridan. You bring in Rick Honeycutt, and he gives up the big bomb, and there's 4-3 Giants here in the bottom of the 7th. Big home run. We'll see a batter from Mike Lacoste. He's going to come out, so there'll be a pinch hitter against Honeycutt. And they're going to use, got a lefty on the mound. They're going to go with Jose Uribe, 453 at-bats. He'll go up against Honeycutt. In the bottom of the 7th inning, 4-3 Giants on a Pat Sheridan homer. They'll talk to Honeycutt, see if they can settle him down, but that was not good. Nobody out. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt, 5-2. That's a possible error. Uribe will swing 1-4. It's a fly ball to right field. The ball is at the Canseco. Error rating is a 5. That's 11. Canseco will make the catch. That's out number 1. Here's Brett Butler. Honeycutt didn't cut the ball enough with a stump back. DJ John 4444 from the left coast joins us here at Candlestick Park. Honeycutt with the pitch. 5-3 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. And that's just going to be a fly out to left. And that's out number 2. Here's Robbie Thompson. Thompson 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles. Honeycutt's pitch, 5-3 against the righty. That is a home run. That's a straight home run check. Thompson against the lefty is a 10. That's a 1. And Robbie Thompson just smacked the shot heard round the world. Oh, that was Robbie Thompson. Never mind. But it's out of here. It's gone. Robbie Thompson, 2nd home run given up by Honeycutt. That is a jack. Straight home run check against a righty, and against a lefty is a 10, and that is a 1. It's 5-3 Giants. Stadium cheers. Yay! Rick Honeycutt comes in and gives up 2 bombs. The batter is Will Clark, and Honeycutt is now tired. Well, they'll see if he can at least finish the inning out with the lefty. Here's the pitch from Honeycutt. That's a 4-2. That's a hit by pitch. Too high. Clark will swing 3-2. That's a single into left field. That's a base hit. Base hit for Clark. He'll hold it first. And that'll do it for Honeycutt. He is done. Honeycutt comes in and gives up 2 bombs and gives up a base hit to Clark with 2 outs. And the next batter is Mitchell. And we'll see a new pitcher for the A's. And they're going to go with Jim Corsi against Mitchell. Here's Jim Corsi. He'll pitch to Mitchell with 2 outs. I am rolling Strat. Strat says a 20. Corsi has no pickoff chance, so no play. Corsi will pitch to Mitchell 3-5. That's an automatic out. I'm sorry, what did I say? 3-5. 3-5, my bad. That's a home run, question mark. Against a righty, a 1-10, that's a 20. It is too high. But Mitchell gets the swing 3-6, and he flies out to center, and that will end the inning. 2 home runs in this inning for the Giants, and they lead 5-3 at the end of 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Jose Canseco leads off for the Athletics, and we're probably going to see a new pitcher for the Giants, probably bringing a righty. And they're going to go with Jeff Brantley, 7-1, 4.07 ERA. Set up for Bedrosian. So Jeff Brantley will pitch to Canseco here at top of the 8th inning. Giants leading 5-3. Pitch coming, 5-6 against a righty. That's a strikeout chance. And the 14 gets Canseco. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Canseco. It's a good thing I chose a righty because against the left, because that could have been different because that probably would have been a base hit. That would have been a base hit. What am I doing? Taking the wrong player off. So Canseco goes out. Here is McGuire. Pitch from Brantley, 4-2. Range play at the park. Candlestick Park, 2-4. That's a star 5. It's a fly ball to center field. Butler has a range of 2. He won't get it. That's going to be a base hit, and it will be a single. McGuire hits it in front of Butler. Butler couldn't get to it. So McGuire has his first hit of the game, finally. That brings up Dave Henderson. Infield halfway. And I am rolling Strat. And that is a 1. Hit and run is available if I want it. McGuire, though, doesn't have much speed to get it there on a hit and run. I think I let Henderson. Well, a hit and run is on. Let's do it. Hit and run. Infield halfway. Jeff Brantley with the pitch. And that is a 4-1. That's a range play. Henderson swings 4-4. That's a ground ball. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Oberfeld. His range is a 3. Infield's halfway, so his range is a 2. He does make the play. He does make the play. Now, Henderson's double play rating is a 2. But on a hit and run, it becomes a 0. Brantley has no 0. And they'll try to, and McGuire's base running rating is a 1. So let's see how we do this. The base running rating's got a +2, so it's a 3. And that is going to be, the only play is going to be at first, I think. The ball was hit to Oberfeld. The shortstop is Williams. He has no arm rating. So Mark McGuire will make it to second base. The throw goes to first. That's out number 2. Because his base running rating becomes a 3 on that play, and the die roll was a 2, and that was big, well, actually, I got to roll for that, don't I? Now he still makes it. All right. Still makes it. So McGuire gets to second base on the throw, so the only play was at first base. There is 2 outs. Now the infield is normal for Terry Steinbach. That's a ground ball to third. Steinbach is 1 for 3. 2 outs, still rolling Strat. Strat roll says a 1 again, but you don't do a hit and run or a steal attempt with 2 outs. So Brantley will pitch 4-2, and that's again a range play, but this time it's at the park. Candlestick Park 5-5. That's a star 3. It's a ball hit the first. Clark's range is a 4. Infield is normal, and he will make the play. Great play by Clark. He'll throw to Brantley covering the bag, and the inning will end there. No runs, a hit. No runs, a hit. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 5-3 Giants. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. Jim Corsi will pitch. It might as well. Here's Ken Oberkfell leading off. Corsi's one of their better pitchers in the bullpen, so even though against lefties, I'll let him go. I'll let him go ahead and pitch. Oberkfell is 1 for 3 here as we start the bottom of the 8th. Pitch from Corsi, 3-6, wild pitch, ball 1. Do it again, 1-6, walk chance, 12 too high. Oberkfell gets the swing. That's a 4-1, and that's going to be an automatic out. Star 3, grounder to third. Here's Matt Williams. Corsi's pitch, 3-6 again, ball 1, wild pitch. 5-6 this time against a righty, that's a blank. Williams gets the swing, 5-2, that's a star 3, another ground out to third. And here's Terry Kennedy. Corsi with the pitch, 3-2 against the lefty. That is an automatic out, and that will be a ground out to short. And the A's go 1-2-3. Will we see some ninth inning magic is the question. It's 5-3 in favor of the A's. Can they change history? We go to the top of the 9th. Brantley coming out. The Giants will go to their closer. The A's have 2 switch hitters coming up. They actually got a couple of closers, actually. But they're going to go to Bedrosian. Steve Bedrosian, 3-7, 23 saves, 2.87 ERA, when Bedrosian really was at his prime. And he'll pitch to Tony Phillips. Phillips will lead off here in the top of the 9th. Remember tonight, the payoff pitch, 1985. I got the All-Star rosters all set. We're doing the All-Star game. Bedrosian's pitch, 4-6. Strikeout plus 10. That 9 will be perfect. And he gets Phillips out. That's out number 1. I will probably be doing that game around 6 o'clock. For the simple reason is my Dolphins are playing the Raiders tonight. I do have to watch that game. So that game will probably be around 6, the All-Star game. Walt Weiss will bat now. He's 233 average. Let's see if I want to make a change. And coming in will be, they're gonna take Walt Weiss out. We'll bring in a pinch hitter. Let's see who they're gonna bring in. And they're gonna bring in Mike Guy. They're gonna bring in let's see. They'll bring in Mike Gallego, hits a little better, 252, and he'll also take over at shortstop in case this game goes any further. Mike Gallego will go up against Bedrosian. Are all the teams represented? Yes. These are the rosters that were used for the actual 85 All-Star game. I didn't make my own. I was seriously considering making my own All-Star rosters, but I said, no, I'll just go with the rosters. So, yes, all teams are represented. I don't know if all players will get in the game, but this is going to be done broadcast style, which means it'll be done like a broadcast. Bedrosian will pitch. And that is a 2-5. That's a wild pitch, fouled away. Bedrosian again, 3-1, strikeout chance, 19 is plus 10, and against a righty, that's going to be too high. Gallego does get the swing. 6-1, that's a ground out to second. 2 men down. And now we'll see a batter for Corsi. And it can be the best available hitter on the bench. And it will be Stan Javier, batted 248. Stan Javier, last chance for the Athletics here. Top of the 9th inning, 2 outs. Bedrosian with the pitch. 1-1, that's a walk plus 10. And that 5 is good, and Javier goes to first. Bedrosian brings the tying run to the plate. What, did you expect a 1-2-3 inning here at RJL 518? Yep, managed by Dick Williams and Sparky Anderson. Tying run to the plate in the form of Ricky Henderson. Henderson does have home run power. He hit 12 of them in 89. 2 outs. I am not rolling Strat, but I am rolling for pickoff. And that is a 17, no play. Javier on it first. Henderson at the plate. 2 outs. Giants trying to close it. Here's the pitch from Bedrosian. 1-6. That's a walk chance. And that 16 is good. Henderson walks on a 23 or a 24. He drew a lot of walks. And now the tying run is on base. And the batter now is Carney Lansford. He will hit with a 336 average. Fans here at Candlestick Park getting a little nervous. Bedrosian trying to close the game out, and he's now allowed 2 walks. A double will probably tie this game. With Henderson a base running rating of 4, a double will probably tie this game. Bedrosian looking in. I am rolling for Strat. Strat roll says a 6, there's no play. Even though there's no Strat roll, it would have been a pickoff chance. Bedrosian will pitch. That's a 4-3. It's a range play. Lansford swings 1-1. It's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Williams. His range is a 3. The infield is normal. So a 1-3, this game is over. It is a 6. It gets past him. It's a base hit. Holy cow. It's a single pass short as Williams couldn't make the play. Javier's base running rating is a 4. In order to score from second, it needs to be a 3. Of course, with 2 outs, it becomes a 5. Javier does come in to score. Henderson's base running rating is a 4. Becomes a 5 with 2 outs. And on a single to short, Henderson will make third, and Lansford's on its first. It's 5-4. Five to 4, and the batter is Jose Canseco. 2 outs, and now 5-4. And Bedrosian is now tired. He's got to come out. And the Giants are going to go to the pen. And they're going to give it to a lefty instead. It's going to be Craig Lefferts. He's the next best pitcher in their bullpen. Craig Lefferts will pitch to Canseco against a righty. Could be very dangerous to do that. And you know what? Let me think about that for a minute. Hold on. No, can't take that chance because we know how good Canseco could still hit. The Giants are going to bring in Scott Garrelts. I can bring in pretty much any pitcher I want here. Scott Garrelts is going to come in. He does have a relief appearance. He had 1 in 89. That's good enough. Scott Garrelts is going to pitch to Jose Canseco to try to end this game. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, 5-4. Tying run at third. Am I rolling a strat? The answer is yes, it's a 2. Henderson, let's see, 8 divided by the pitcher. Let's see, 8, nothing from the pitcher, divided by 5. Henderson does have the ability to steal home. It's a 17, nothing from Welch, minus 10. So it'll be a 1-7 for Henderson to steal home. No. Lansford has an attempt rating of 5, 14, and Kennedy's minus 1. I'm not going to have Lansford steal either. Canseco's going to bat. Henderson would steal home on a 1-7. He does have that ability to do so. Well, you're going to let Canseco bat. 35% chance is not good enough to do it. So let's see what happens. Welch will pitch. That's a 4-3. That's at the park. Candlestick Park. 5-6. And that's going to be a ground ball at the plate. Kennedy's got it. He will throw to first, and the game is over. Wow. A grounder at the plate, and that's the ball game. One run for Oakland on one hit. Tying run left at third, but that'll do it. The Giants win the game 5-4 in a real, very interesting matchup that was. Jose didn't juice up enough. So here's what we got. Here are my next few games coming up. We have the All-Star game tonight on Payoff Pitch. I'll do it around 6. Do it around 6 o'clock. Tomorrow on Inside Pitch, we'll travel forward in time to 1992, which is the next season available from 89 to 92. The first ever game at Camden Yards, the Cleveland Indians taking on the Baltimore Orioles. There will be no Payoff Pitch game tomorrow night, as I'm still keeping the All-Star break. And then Inside Pitch on Monday, we go to 1995, and we'll do Cal Ripken's 21-31 game against the Angels. Thank you all for joining me here. Bears Den, DJ John, ID Jester, Michael Peterson. Thank you all for joining me. Tim Pepper. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I should say today here at Candlestick Park. Fun game. Glad to be back. Hope you enjoyed your holidays, and we'll see you later tonight for the All-Star game. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. Giants change a little history. They beat the Athletics 5-4. Take care, everyone. See you later.